Hey, how's it going? This is Roy from Rate My Funeral. That was Rate, by the way. So, this is a quick tip kind of thing. You may have seen a video I put out recently that was kind of a RagDoll battering session. Which was a lot of fun to make, yeah, I might do a couple more of these actually because they're rather enjoyable. But I was playing around with different methods to do the guy. Now, I made a tutorial on this 5 years ago on how to make kind of one of these figures into a flexible RagDoll using connectors, and it was a bit of a funny way to do it, quite long. There's definitely better ways to do it. However, whilst having a little play, I found a way to do it in just a few clicks, you see. So that's why I thought I'd share this, and I'll show you what I mean. Right, so if I just create a plane, make that a little bit bigger, let's stand the figure up. Right, I'm going to do a couple of things wrong intentionally because I had a few troubles when playing with this, and I want to kind of show you what I mean. So if we create a MoGraph object, Voronoi Fracture, hold down Alt with the figure selected, it puts it in there for us. He goes a funny color, great. Oh, should point out, you need to be at least R18 to be able to utilize this. That's not age, that's the version of the software, by the way. So now, if I just press play, obviously nothing happens, and that's because I haven't put a rigid boggy tag. I can't speak today. A Richard body, whatever. I haven't put a tag on it, so let's create a tag on the floor, collider, and now we'll put a tag on this. Now, if, like me, you're kind of used to doing it where you have maybe an object inside of a subdivision surface, you tend to put the tag on this one in order to make it, you know, not have to calculate so much detail. Now, if you do that here, let's see what happens. Firstly, we get very sluggish movement and some very strange kind of disco lighting, and the reason is because this tag should go on here. Now again, if like me you have this tendency to do this and then just drag it up, you will find that it's still, while it's running better, it's all as one object. Now why is that? Well, it turns out is that there's a little bit of a clever thing here, is that if you create your rigid body tag on this, it sets the tag up slightly differently. It does some configuration in here. So this is the one, if I remember rightly, it is, and it's individual elements, and it needs to be set to all. So if I just delete that tag and do a new one, and then we check in there, yeah, we can see individual elements, all. See, now, so that's really important. So now when we press play, it falls apart and goes crazy and bounces around. And oh, I hate the fact that it defaults to the friction of a ice rink. Let's do both of those. 110, I always do 110, don't know why. There we go, that's a bit better. All right, so that's now doing what we would kind of expect it to do. So yeah, in case you hadn't figured out, this Voronoi Fracture is how we can basically smash an object up, cut it into chunks, and then give it some dynamics. Now the point that I was making somewhere along the lines is how we can make this, use this to make this kind of a bit like a RagDoll. And what we can actually do is if we come down to sources and go to point generator and set the point amount to 1, that basically makes pretty much each bit its own one. There's a few that aren't, but basically that's kind of what we want. Could probably find another way, but that will do the job perfectly in this case. Then what we do is go connectors, create fixed connector. All right, and now when we press play, it's the same. It all falls apart. Okay, so what we have to do is go to our connector and go to our force and put this to some crazy high number. So I'm just going to add a couple of 99s, and we'll do the same with torque, and then ready, and boom, we've got kind of breakdancing guy. Now it intersects itself a little bit, so there's some very odd movement and stuff, but like this could make it quite funny, really. So, but now if we say put him like this and we raise him up, we can then have him fall, boom, and he hits the ground, you know. So we've got that. Now, like I say, it's kind of a bit strange. If you want to make it a little bit better, you can possibly go to expert, put the numbers up here in the steps per frame, and it makes him dance a bit more. And the higher that number, the more crazy he goes. The lower the number, the more he disappears through the floor. Maybe we can find a middle ground here somewhere. Yeah, okay. So, like I say, it's definitely not perfect, but it's quite interesting how basically it's made this so that, you know, all our parts are linked together. Now, I'm sure that there are some things we could do with this to actually make it a little better. For a start, one of the things we can do is come to our object and do make editable. And then when we look in here, we can see all the individual parts and individual connectors, and we can go and fine tune them if we wanted. This might help. I don't know though. Let's undo that. Another thing we could look at could be under our sources. Point amount 2. I thought I put that to 1. Did I not put that to 1? I can't put it to 1. Oh, how funny. Okay. High quality object. Does that make any difference at all? Not really. You know what this reminds me of now? It's those things. Did you ever have one when you were a kid? It was like you put your thumb in a little gap in the bottom of a donkey. This sounds wrong, doesn't it? Put your thumb in the bottom of a donkey. No, there was like a donkey or a horse on a cylinder, and when you push the thing up from underneath it, it collapses, and it looks like one of these to me. So there you go. That's how you can make one of those. So anyway, ooh. And that does a bit. What does that do? Okay. Oh, so that just moves stuff around. I'm still playing around with this, to be fair. I don't really know my way all the way around it yet. I get a rough idea of some of the parts of it. What we could do, like for example, let's do something interesting with him quickly before we finish. This is supposed to be quick, but you know what I'm like. So he's doing that and he's falling down and whatnot. But what if, let's lie him down like this, right? What if, let's give us some more frames as well. 200 frames will do. What if we go to our fracture unit, we add a fall off under the connectors, and then in our fall off, we add a linear field. Let's put that on the Z. Yep. Z minus, and then that way, if we're this side, I think it's like that. And then if we move this past it, it all falls apart. Yeah, so basically, if this is this side of him, he's in one piece. If we move it past him, he falls apart. So, you know, we could have some fun with this. If we make him, mind you, this does depend a little bit on your definition of fun, but this is the sort of stuff I can sit and play with for hours quite happily. So right now, if I press play, he just falls apart. Because I want to be on the other side. So we'll make this a Z plus. Now he falls. He kind of stays together. His legs do a little dance. Great. That's exactly what we want. Then if we do in here, we'll come in and we'll set a custom initial velocity, and I want it to shoot off into the Z a bit. That was a bit weird. Let's try that with a bit of height. Oh, whoa. Oh, it's because of my the angle I've got him at now, isn't it? Oh, so that's just slamming him on the floor. Okay. There we go. Right. So now he's kind of being thrown through a basket of breakage, and he all falls apart. And then if you really wanted to have some more fun, you could come in here, go to your sources, and then just put this number up a bunch. And then he kind of actually breaks into pieces. Woo! Well, I'm sure you get the idea of that anyway, but there's a bunch of stuff you could do here that I'm sure is a ton of fun. And also, final thing, in case you're wondering about all the color, click this button and it shows you it as normal, or this shows you where all your breaks currently are. If you have a texture on it, then that will show in the render. So yeah, whatever. Right, I hope that was fun. It was only supposed to be short and sweet and lovely. Yeah, and if you enjoyed that, then please, I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest. If you enjoyed it, then good.